What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be making one of Peru's most known soups and probably one of every Peruvian's favorite soups. Caldo De Gallina or hen soup. The hen has a lot more nutritional value than chicken, believe it or not. And a lot of people do not know this, but Peruvians have known this for centuries. And today we're going to try to make it. But hen isn't technically one of the softest meats ever. Today we're going to make a home style Caldo De Gallina, make sure everybody could get. We're going to make a home style hen soup that everybody can enjoy. What are you going to need? Start, hen. If you look at the hen compared to chicken, it's a lot more fibrous. The meat is a lot rougher. Here's chicken. Here's hen. Yellow Peruvian potatoes. If you cannot find these frozen in your international food supermarket, just get Yukon Gold potatoes. Spring onions, green onions, scallions, however you want to call it. Calculate about 1 egg per person, and this last egg is gonna end up getting beaten into the soup no matter what. I'll explain more of that later. A lot of ginger. I personally love a lot of ginger, so this is my version. And to help give the chicken a little bit more flavor, celery.
First things first, guys, you're gonna need the biggest pot you have. On medium-high heat, bring 2 gallons of water to a simmer. Do not boil. Once you reach this temperature, you're gonna have to start off with putting the hen pieces first. Hey, and I know you're wondering,
hey, why just put the hen pieces in? Why can't I put both?
hen is a lot more tougher than chicken, so it's gonna need a lot more time to cook. And simmering the hen for 2 hours at a low temperature will assure you that the meat is gonna be super tender. Now that you got your hen in the water, you're gonna have to season with salt, pepper, and MSG. Yeah, MSG. Believe it or not, MSG is normally used in this dish, but we're not gonna put a lot in it. We do not need to depend on MSG to give us flavor in this dish. The soup already has enough flavor from the ginger, the celery, and a high amount of meat. So just before the 2 hours were up, I went and checked on the hen to see how tender it was. Mine wasn't too soft, but it wasn't too tough either. So I decided I should throw in my chicken pieces right now, and I also tossed in my potatoes. You can use any potato of your preference, but if you can find it, I recommend you use Peruvian yellow potatoes, or papa amarilla, or guairo. You should be able to find these in your frozen international food aisle at your local international supermarket. And now just add any remaining seasoning that you see fit. I added only a little bit of seasoning, as you can see in the beginning, but I only added a little bit just to prevent. I only added a little bit of seasoning in the beginning, but that was just to prevent it from getting too salty, just in case the water evaporated. Okay, guys. So quick question: what got cooked first, the chicken or the egg? Okay, maybe not the best joke ever, but now in a separate pot of water, bring that water to a boil and add your eggs to the pot and let it boil on high heat with the lid on for about 7 to 8 minutes.
Set a timer. Do not pass these 8 minutes. I swear, this is a food sin. Overcooked boiled eggs end up gray. It's disgusting.
Alright, so once the 8 minutes are up, just drain the pot and run the eggs under cold water.
The best option is to put the eggs in an ice water bath to shock the cooking process. But I didn't have too much ice, so I had to improvise.
Since I expect my whole family to eat this right now, 5 minutes after putting the potatoes in, I'm going to cook the noodles into the soup. Keep moving the noodles around, ensuring that they submerge in the broth. This might be difficult if you have a small pot, but once the noodles are softening up, this will be an easy process. If you want to save the soup for later, cook the noodles in another pot of water, and once they're al dente, just run under cold water and store in a container for later. And now that your noodles are al dente, now is going to be the perfect time. Kill the heat and throw in your beaten eggs and just stir your soup. Start stirring with all your might. If you are going to save this for later, do not add in your beaten eggs. Just save it as it is right now. If you add in the beaten eggs and then reheat later, you're just going to have a cut piece of soup. It's not going to be the most attractive thing in the world. It still might taste good, but it's not going to be the most attractive thing in the world. Now, to prevent you from completely destroying your caldo de gallina, what you're going to need to do is temper your eggs. Tempering eggs just means you're going to gradually add a hot liquid to your eggs. Make sure, what tempering means is you're just going to add a hot liquid gradually to your egg mixture. Doing this will help your eggs turn into a sauce and will prevent the eggs from scrambling. Now the only thing you have left to do is to taste for seasoning, and you're basically done. This is one of those Peruvian recipes that people find difficult to make, but it's actually pretty simple. Now all you gotta do is plate up, serve each dish with a potato, a hard-boiled egg, your hen piece, if you have children, give them the chicken, and your noodles. You know, in hindsight, for the sake of plating, it might have been prettier to serve the noodles first, then the poultry. All that's left to do now is pour over the hot broth and decorate with a lot of scallions, and if you like spice, some sliced chili peppers, preferably any Peruvian kind, but if you can't find any, just use your favorite pepper, and, if you can find it, fried Peruvian corn called canchita. Well, there you go, easy home-style Peruvian hen soup. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, and keep on cooking, YouTube.